So I was going to do a quick review on the Ogio Mach V backpack. It's called a no drag. I think that's just a gimmick. Everything has drag. It probably has less drag than other backpacks, just because of the way it's shaped. But this is the result of a very long search for the ultimate motorcycle backpack. Now it is big, I'll say that. So if you're carrying a passenger, this makes it a little bit harder because I'll show you why. Because it does stick out quite a bit. So it's got a lot of width there, a lot of thickness. So if you're riding by yourself, it's not a concern. If you do have a passenger, then you're going to have a little bit of an issue with space between you and your passenger. So let's just get right into the review because that's kind of what this is about. So I just got to work, and it's a good time to do a review because I got this thing packed up full. It was raining on the way a little bit, not a whole lot, but the way this thing's designed, the outer shell, it's plastic and it is very waterproof. I've ridden in some pretty heavy rain with this, and nothing really has got wet. The only issue is when it's in its current state, which is expanded, it will tend to leak just a little bit around this area right here. It all depends on how heavy it's raining and how fast you're riding. If you're riding interstate speeds that haven't had any issue with leakage, it's stop and go. That's where the issue comes in. Because as this is on your back, the air is usually funneled around this area. One thing I really like about this is the sternum strap. This comes in really handy, and it stretches just a little bit, so it fits very well. Other than that, it's got lots of adjustability here, and on both sides. It's got a quick release right here, which is also really nice. I've never had to use it, but I imagine it would come in handy. Back to the outside, that plastic shell extends all the way down here. As you can see, I've had this a little while, a little over a year, and I absolutely love it. It is my go-to backpack if I'm riding by myself, period. No matter how much stuff I'm carrying. So one other nice feature is you can see it's expanded right now, and we'll zip it shut here in a minute. But when it's expanded, it carries quite a bit of stuff. It even carries quite a bit of stuff when it's not expanded. But even more so when you expand it. It's really easy to expand. So we're going to open it up, get this out of the way, and show you just how much this thing can carry. So, as you can see, I got quite a bit of stuff in here. Like I said, it's raining. It kind of light rain this morning on the way. So I knew I was going to need to carry my running shoes here so I could run at work. So that's the first thing. It's got dedicated shoe holders. So if you're a runner, or if you just like carrying an extra pair of shoes with you, it's not going to hold boots very well. But running shoes, sandals, casual shoes, dress shoes, all those things it'll hold fairly well. So first thing we'll do is we'll get MacBook Pro out. So it will carry a 15-inch computer right here. It's got a dedicated pocket with a nice stretchy zip Velcro closure right there. So we can put this back in. You can see it fits in very well, and this thing stretches and holds it really tight. It's not coming out. We'll get that out of the way, and then we'll get the iPad out. It's got another little nice holder right in front of the notebook holder there, which holds, in my case, a iPad mini and my cell phone. And we'll just keep moving forward here. It's got some little holders here. I use that for my badge and also for my running knife and my other carry knife. Another nice holder this morning, that's for deodorant. I will surely need that. And another little holder for another phone. That's actually pretty jacked up at the moment. Get that out of the way. It's got lots of nice little pen holders here. Those are really handy. I'm not going to pull them all out. Use that for a stylus. And it's also got a really nice zippered pocket right here where you can put little stuff. I've got a spare key to my wife's car and a little paperwork. A lot of times I'll have this full of little technical junk, little adapters and SD card adapters, stuff like that. This morning it's not full of much. Another little nice little holder right here, which in this case is for spare knives. We'll get those out of the way. And we'll get to the main body of the backpack. So the first thing I'll do is get my glasses out of the way. And we'll, this is the charger for the MacBook. I'm going to put this all on one side of the desk so you can kind of see exactly how much this thing holds. Get it all together here. Sorry about that. I should have done that in the beginning. Alright, so now we'll get, this is my clothes I'm going to be wearing today. So we'll get that out there. I'll get my pants out of the way. Of course, I said I was going running this morning, so running gear. Undershirt, drawers. Put those over there. A little bit of hair gel. Never hurts. And headphones. Those there. Of course, my wallet. Thunderbolt cable, as you never know. iPhone charger, old iPhone charger. Adapter, nobody cares. Running socks, gotta have those. And we'll pull the running shoes out. These holders right here, hopefully you're getting all this. They're really easy to use. They just stretch out, and you put your shoe in there, and you kind of aim it. So the way they designed it is you kind of put your shoes in there so that the dirty part of your shoe is over here out of the way and doesn't get in the way of your clothes. It doesn't get on your clothes. I really like that. So I'll get my shoes out here, make some room. The other one out. Both designed exactly the same way. Now the backpack is pretty much empty. Some little miscellaneous stuff right there. Another little adapter, some GoPro stuff. Trash. Probably should have cleaned this out. More trash. And now the backpack is pretty empty. The other really nice thing about this is it's got a little holder here, so you can actually snap this in, and you could hold a bicycle helmet. It's a good. I've found that fits in there really well. Another little miscellaneous stuff. It just kind of a little separator there. It also had. I've actually cut it out, but it had a visor holder at the top here. I don't use that, so I just took it out. If I'm carrying a spare visor, it's because I'm going to the track, and I don't need to carry it in a backpack. It's got another little nice holder up here for stuff. So I think it's made for sunglasses, but sunglasses really fit in there really tight to me, so I use it for other stuff. A little can opener and some more adapters. And so really the backpack is empty except for the pens that you see in there that I'm not going to take out. So we'll zip everything shut here. There we go. And first thing we'll do before we zip it shut is we're going to unexpand it. We're going to collapse the backpack. I'll show you how that's done. It's just one zipper, it goes all the way around. It usually ends up catching in a couple places, the corners. It's not really that big a deal. Surely you won't be needing to do this in a hurry. But it's really not that bad, as you can see. So now it's collapsed all the way, and there you go. And we'll zip it shut. There you go. And as you can see, pull this back around, the thickness has gotten better. It's not quite as thick, but it is still pretty thick. So you got that right there. It's got another little nice feature, a little handle built in right here. That's really nice because you really can't see it, but it's there. It's really nice for picking it up. If you're going to hang it from something, it's got a little hanger here. You wouldn't want to use this if it's full. I use this. So there you have it. That's all the stuff that was in it. Not the picture, not the Volt book, but everything else right here was in the backpack. And there you have my review of the Ogio Mach V. I'll finish this up with two little things that are really annoying to me. First is, these things kind of get in the way. So if you're not in the habit of always zipping this thing shut like I just did at the top, I sometimes find myself grabbing all of this and pulling this thing. Oh, that's not the right zipper. Oh, damn it. So what I've gotten in the habit of doing is when I'm not expanding it, I will take this thing, tuck this thing inside, just like that, and then I will zip it shut like that. That way there's nothing sticking out. I don't accidentally grab it. I do exactly the same thing. I don't know if you noticed earlier, but I do exactly the same thing with this one. I will tuck it inside and zip it shut just like that. That way the only zippers that are exposed, the only handles that are exposed, are the ones that I care about to open and close it. That's the first annoying thing. Now Ogio has realized this because they made the material for this and this a little bit different than this material. But to me it's not enough to make a difference, so I end up doing that. The other little annoying thing is I have to do this. This gets in the way. So if you're trying to open the backpack, look at that. That's annoying. So what you got to do is get that out of the way and do it. It's a little minor thing, but it's still a little annoying. If this is not over here, then you have a problem. But you know, and even if you do this, so a lot of people say, well, just use your hands. It still can get in the way. So anyway, that's my review of the Ogio Mach V backpack.